Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I bring you a love story unlike any other, one that will test the meaning of devotion, hope, and human endurance. This is the story of CEO James and Diep, two people bound not by circumstance, but by a love that refuses to surrender. At this moment, Diep lies in a hospital room, her body frail but her spirit quietly unbroken. She once faced life with dazzling strength, the kind that could calm storms, but now, she fights the hardest battle of all, the battle to stay alive. By her bedside, James keeps silent vigil. The once cold, perfection-driven businessman now wears the face of a man transformed by love, gentle, patient, almost reverent. He hasn't left her side for days. He holds her hand as if his touch alone could tether her to this world. "Stay with me," he whispers, "just stay." Beat. And so begins today's story, a journey of faith, heartbreak, and an unyielding promise that love, even when tested by fate, never truly dies. The storm within. Outside, rain veils the city in a heavy curtain of gray. Tiny droplets crawl down the hospital window, merging, parting, vanishing, like fragile moments slipping through time. Inside, the light is pale. Machines hum their mechanical lullaby, beep, beep, each sound a reminder of the thin line between life and loss. Diep lies motionless, her face ghostly pale. Her dark hair spills across the pillow, her lips dry, her breathing shallow. Beside her bed sits a vase of white chrysanthemums James bought the night before. The petals are already drooping, beautiful, but fading. James leans forward, his eyes hollowed by sleepless nights. His fingers wrap around hers, warm but trembling. Every twitch of her hand makes him lift his head in sudden hope. But her eyes never open. He lowers his forehead to her palm. "Please, Diep," he whispers. "Don't leave me yet." "You still have to see the garden bloom again, the one you love so much." Pause. Rain beats harder against the glass. Somewhere down the hall, rubber soles squeak on the sterile floor. The door opens softly. A nurse steps in. "Mr. James," she says gently, "the doctor would like a word about this morning's results." James's heart stops. His hand tightens on Diep's. For a moment, he fears that if he lets go, she might slip away forever. He brushes a strand of hair from her forehead. "I'll be right back," he whispers. "Don't be afraid." And then, he walks away, every step heavy as lead. The doctor's words. The corridor stretches endlessly, washed in yellow light and the echo of rain. James reaches the doctor's office. He knocks once, gently, but his knuckles are white. Inside, the air is thick with antiseptic and unspoken truth. He sits down, his hands clasped, eyes fixed on the table. "Doctor," he begins, his voice shaking, "if I take her to Australia for treatment, can she survive the journey?" The doctor looks up, weary eyes full of compassion. "To be honest," he says, "it's dangerous." Long-distance travel in her condition could be life-threatening. But if we delay, her chances diminish further. We can send her records to the Australian Centre first. There's still a chance, small, but real. A thin thread of hope flickers in James's chest. He nods slowly. "Then we'll go," he murmurs. "Even if I have to sell everything, I'll take her." The doctor's expression softens. "You must love her deeply." James looks away. "She's my life," he replies simply. Outside, thunder rumbles, a low, trembling growl that mirrors his fear. Memories resolve. As James walks down the dim corridor, the rain paints his reflection across the floor, a man caught between despair and determination. He stops by the window, presses his forehead to the cold glass, and whispers, "Even if the odds are 1 in 100, I'll still try." A nurse hurries toward him. "Mr. James," she calls softly. "Miss Diep just woke up." "She's asking for you." He turns, and for a heartbeat, light returns to his eyes. Without another word, he runs. His footsteps echo down the hall, the rhythm of a heart refusing to give up. The awakening. When James pushes open the door, he sees her awake, propped weakly against the headboard, her smile faint but alive. "You're back," she says softly. "I thought you'd gone home." "I just talked to the doctor," he answers, forcing calm. "Everything's going to be fine." Deep's gaze drifts toward the window. Outside, rain still falls like silver threads. Her fingers clutch the blanket. "James," she whispers after a long silence, if I can't have children anymore, will you regret loving me?" The question cuts him open. He stands, pulls her gently into his arms. "I don't love you because you can give me a child," he says. "I love you because you're you. The woman who changed me, who stood by me when I didn't deserve it." "You are my family, my everything." Tears spill silently down her cheeks. "But I'm scared," she admits. He cups her face. "Then let me be scared with you. We'll go to Australia, there's a treatment there." "The chance is only 20%, but if it's even 1%, I'll take it." She nods, smiling through tears. Outside, the rain fades to mist, and a pale ray of sunlight breaks through the clouds. In that golden light, two hearts whisper the same vow. Whatever happens, we face it together. The farewell. The next morning dawns heavy with fog. James sits at the table surrounded by passports, medical records, and tickets, his final hope laid bare on paper. His mother, Mrs. Wen, watches quietly from the doorway. She has seen her son face wars in business and life, but never this helpless. Are you sure, James? She asks softly. It's a long journey, risky. If something happens. He meets her eyes. I know, Mom, but I can't live with regret. Even if there's only a 20% chance, I'll fight for it. Mrs. Wen's eyes glisten. She squeezes his hand. Then go. I'll care for little Mi. Just promise me you'll believe, miracles do exist. At that moment, small footsteps patter down the hall. Little Mi rushes in, crying, Uncle James, will Miss Diep be okay? James kneels, gathering her in his arms. She's just a little weak, sweetheart. She'll get better soon, I promise. The child sniffles and nods. Tell her I'm waiting, she says bravely. James kisses her forehead, his heart breaking. I will, he whispers. I'll bring her home. The airport hums with life, the rhythm of countless journeys. But among the crowd, one couple stands still. Diep sits in her wheelchair, wrapped in a pale pink coat, the color of sunrise, now almost blending with her fragile complexion. James adjusts her scarf gently, his movements tender, reverent. I'm scared, she admits. Scared of being so far away. Scared I might not come back. James takes her hand. I'm scared too, he says, but wherever we are, as long as we're together, that's home. Her tears glimmer in the soft terminal light. No words follow, only silence, deep and sacred. Then comes the boarding call. Flight QF 432 to Sydney. Now boarding. A flight attendant smiles kindly. Are you ready, sir? James nods. He bends down, fixes Diep's scarf once more, and presses a kiss to her forehead. His hand lingers on hers, steady, strong, unshakable. Together, they move toward the gate. The floor glows beneath them. The plane waits beyond the glass, silver against the fading sky. Diep looks out one last time, eyes shimmering. She smiles, fragile, luminous, eternal. And as the light pours through the window, their shadows merge into one. Closing narration. Some flights don't just carry passengers, they carry hope. They carry promises whispered beneath the rain, and love that defies every storm. As the plane rises through the clouds, James looks out, holding her hand. "We'll come home, Diep," he murmurs. "We'll come home." And somewhere beyond the clouds, sunlight breaks, a quiet reminder that even the faintest hope can become a miracle. If the heart refuses to give up,